So we didn't know if he was with us or not.
While the entire world watched and wondered what was happening, one family from Maine was wondering if their son was still alive.
We just watched everything go down, the buildings collapsing, and we didn't know if our son was there or not.
I thought he was gone. I cried hysterically. Hysterical.
Josh Messier, who graduated from Deering High School, was working in the North Tower when the first plane hit. At the time, the majority of cell phone towers in Manhattan were on top of the Twin Towers, so communication was almost impossible.
But I remember when I got out of the tower and I realized what had actually happened, I realized it was a lot more serious than anyone had thought, and needed to get in touch with my parents, and was extremely frustrated. It was impossible to get a hold of anyone, friends, family.
Seconds turned into minutes, minutes turned into hours, and then after what felt like days, Josh was finally able to get in touch with his parents.
Just crying. Just couldn't believe that he made it out.
Especially after seeing all that devastation on television. It was incredible. The event was just so immense that you couldn't believe anyone would survive it, not alone your own son.
My mom answered the phone, hysterically crying, obviously very emotional about everything that had happened, but just more importantly, just happy to hear my voice. But it was, it was a long day of not being able to communicate with anyone, just because the technology that exists today just wasn't there 16 years ago.
Josh Messier lost a lot of his friends and colleagues in the North Tower that day. He still lives and works in New York.